Greetings, Mega Man fans, and welcome back to the Mega Man Dr. Wily's Final Attack LPA. You might notice that the video quality has actually improved. I think I might have figured out the settings I need in order to make the videos, you know, not horribly bad quality. So you should be able to actually full screen them now, among other things. Whether or not it actually worked, we'll find out. The other thing, it's hot in here. Let's go someplace a little cooler for a change. So in this episode, we're tackling Glacier Man. He looks an awful lot like an ice heat man. Speaking of ice, this level is very pretty and shiny. It also doesn't actually have ice physics. I'm guessing that was a trick to code. Oh well, I can't fault you for that, really. That right there was a Rabino. It's this weird little rabbit dough thing that jumps at you. It's very easily dispatched. It's also cute. And as some people may know, cute is evil. At least it can be. I don't mind some cute things, but others, ugh. And the Rabinos are all we're going to be dealing with for this first part, making it pretty simple. Well, Rabinos and the odd pit here and there. It's probably a lot trickier with ice physics, but oh well! Speaking of ice, this ice breaks when you land on it. And I'm sure you're noticing the snowflakes. These things are snow bombs. They fall from the sky and are total RNG. I'm not exactly keen on the fact they're introduced at the exact same time as this gimmick is. But, I have seen worse. Ah! Blasted, I wanted that. Probably did it wrong anyway. Oh well. See what I mean, though? Those can be kind of irritating. Fortunately, they never show up again outside of that segment. And we have water! And the fearful fridge! It's shielded until it opens. And when it opens, it fires that little homing spark. They're not too bad. They can be kind of tricky. And, well, water needs no introduction at this point. We've seen it in Copus Man stage. That is a Batadon. It's a very simple enemy, it just swims back and forth. Kind of like how shield attackers move back and forth. One of those had a shield, these don't. I'm guessing that platform up there is a checkpoint spawn. And that is a stalagmite. It's an enemy that walks back and forth and drops icicles. As a note, whenever it stops to drop an icicle, it'll start walking in your direction next. So you can manipulate where it drops the next icicle to some degree. And I tanked that. And it's chasing me! No. It's amazing how much mileage this game can get out of some really simple enemy types. Like, good show, that. That was close. Gah! Gravity! She is a harsh mistress. But anyway. Ooh. This is challenge. This is actually kind of challenging. I like. But of course, easy enough to dispatch. And given there's health here, can only mean one thing. We have a mid-boss. The Squiddle. Ow. Yeah. It's oddly designed, in my opinion. It doesn't totally remind me of a squid. Anyway, as for how to fight this thing, as you can see, it fires electric bolts out of its tentacles. This is basically RNG. So where it fires from is up to it. Destroy both tentacles, and Squirtle goes down. This kind of reminds me of Yellow Devil fights, to be honest. The attacks are kind of similar. You know, I'd like to see a water stage that doesn't rely on instant death all the time for once. Like, honestly, that happens way too often. And that down there is a Cory snail. Shoot it, and it fires spikes besides hiding it and hides in its shell. It's an interesting enemy and gets put to truly dastardly use later on in the game. I do find it kind of neat though. If I recall, I think Cory is actually Japanese for ice. If I'm right, that means it's basically ice snail. Interesting little trivia there. And more stalagmites, and that's a... Ow. That's an ow. Yes. Brilliant descriptors. And I knew that Rabino was there because he took the time to create a deeper... He took the time to create an extra layer of ice about where you should be fighting the thing. Good call, that. Ow. Oh, whoa, what? How did that not hit me there? I feel like that should have hit me, but it didn't. Weird. You and your instant death in water, Mega Man. Alright. That was kinda close. Yeah, in case it wasn't obvious, this is the water stage. Now there are these folks. The icy guys. They are helpful and invulnerable to attack. Like, just trust me, nothing hurts them. Given the fact that they are nothing but helpful to you, this is a good thing. That was kind of nerve-wracking. And here we have snow. But there's more. It also includes a wind effect. This is the one time we actually see this in the game. Oh, that was close. I nearly died back there. Yeah, that's an interesting choice for a final room. And good way to call to, again, force gimmick conveyance. This isn't a bad level by any means, overall. Theming-wise, basically it's the water level. Not as much to it as the other three, but still good. And now, for Glacier Man himself. You know how I said he's not Heat Man? Well, that is true. He really doesn't fight like Heat Man. If anything, the way he fights kind of reminds me of Chill Man in a few ways. He is, unlike other bosses in this game, he fights using a strict pattern, firing those 3 arcing frost arrows, and then he will jump at you thrice. Blasted, I messed it up. I let myself get cornered. He doesn't always reach the wall, as you can see. You get plenty of opportunity to hit him, though. And as you can see, he's very easy to dispatch. I used to have a much harder time with this boss. Then I figured out how to actually dodge his jumping. Anyway, for defeating him, we get his master weapon. Well, obviously. You got Frost Arrow. As for how it works, well, it is not the same as your as the toy he used. As you can see, it fires straight forwards. It also does that. Yeah, if you kill an enemy with this, they split into a spread shot of 15 large icicles. This pretty much guarantees that any other enemy on screen is going to get skewered. Incidentally, this makes it a very powerful weapon, with range that, if used properly, easily rivals that of the average screen clearer. It also has 14 uses, which, for most Mega Man weapons, that isn't bad. And given the thing's range, you can get a lot of mileage out of just 14 uses. Trust me. Anyway, I think I've been at this long enough. In the next episode, we're going to be taking a bit of a climb. So until then, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, goodbye!